All right, and we're live. Hello, everybody. Bear, it's cold today. Again. Go figure, it's winter. It's gonna be cold. Let me get my blankie here. Get myself all adjusted. There we go. Whoops, as I knocked my heater over again. Gosh darn it. Hello, Saga. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Welcome, and hello, Zandia. Welcome, glad to have you here, and thank you for the sub. Thank you, Saga. I super appreciate your support. Thanks to folks like you supporting me, I can continue to work and keep doing what I'm doing. Yay! So, thank you. Super appreciate it. Oh, I need to move this over so I can actually see my chat here. Here we go. There we go. Ding ding! Exactly! Hello, Shadow Sphinx. Welcome, welcome. Oh, indeed. Normally today would be reset day, because it is technically reset day, which is when I would do my dailies and weeklies. However, as I said yesterday, I am doing archaeology until I'm done. Period. Final. No more him-hawing around these parts. Gotta fix my archae. Boop boop. And dig sites. Boop boop. There we go. I'm gonna get this done. So, prepare for day 2 of straight archaeology. Sigma grind set, exactly. Your guides and general content is both helpful and entertaining for more new players like myself. Of course, it's in my interest that you keep doing your thing. Oh, well, thank you, Saga. I super appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Why are people stupid? I said BRB to check on the dog and got kicked from the party. Well, I don't know if they're stupid. They just didn't want to wait for you. I think it was more they're impatient. I'm sorry, Alchemy. The joys of group content. Yeah. Well, I am sitting today. No standing desk today. Today felt like snuggled up and blinky with heater and hot coffee day. So that's what we're doing here. That's the vibes we're vibing. All right. Back to slinging. Why are my sound effects not working? It's a little weird. They're on, right? Yeah. There it is. It was just needed to be reset, I guess. Oh well, okay. Let's see. I got kicked for my +2 pug yesterday because I replied sounds good to a warrior who wanted to be the carry DPS to the party. What? Alright. Well then. Has everyone been well? Spring break started, so I'm mostly here in spirit until fallish. Nice. Well, hopefully your school, it sounds like, goes well. Everything's been going fine for me. Just doing what I usually do. Working on WoW stuff, you know. And I'm grinding out some hardcore archaeology because I want to be done with it. So, here we are. The go mentality from M+ seeps into every type of group content nowadays. Yeah, it really does, which is kind of one of the big factors as to why I just stopped with group content, because I don't have that mentality. I'm just tired of dealing with it, so I'll just go do stuff on my own time, thanks. Hello, Pokepaws. Welcome. Glad to have you here. How are you doing, my dear? For context, my eye level 393 priest versus a 350 something warrior. Rip. Rip. Good luck with the archaeology. Still missing the puzzle box myself. Yep, thank you, Pokepaws. I am also missing the puzzle box. But I got one of the other toys in the queue. Where's the thing? Oh, I need to turn off my grass. That's why I do that. Where's it at? There we go. Woohoo! Naked ground. Alright. Yeah, I'm also missing the puzzle box. But one of the other toy, the Blessing of the Old Gods, or whatever it's called, is in my queue for Nerubian now, so I can get that. That'll be nice. I just never done any endgame content seriously before, so I've gone all in now that I have the opportunity to clear the raid and do some keys with the guild I'm in. Well, hopefully that works out good for you, Saga. It's definitely a little difficult to find guilds who aren't toxic, I feel like, but good luck, and I hope you do get a good group for it. But it's so dumb, why does it need to be go 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 when it's just leveling dungeons? I don't know. People are impatient, I guess. I know, every time I've done like some time walking or just like, you know, for leveling, everyone's just like, oh, I gotta go as fast as possible, and I'm like, why though? Can we just do this normally? Like, seriously. Instead of trying to take every shortcut imaginable. I don't get it either. That's just the culture these days, I suppose. I'll reply to your DM later, by the way. I got food poisoning over the weekend, then hyper-focused on this little model Monday. Oh no, food poisoning's never fun. Yuck. Hopefully you recovered from it by now. That's icky. Yuck. Icky poo-poo. Literally. That's like self-induced flu. I'm sorry. I've raided with them for 4 to 5 weeks now, and no toxicity as of yet. Pugs are a different story. Oh yeah. Well, that's good, though. Sounds like, hopefully you found a good guild. But, yeah, pugs are absolutely a different story. Alright, well, we'll stop by the Vale and grab a map, because it looks like they're all morphing into Mantid again. Even though that's not what I want. Ugh. So irritating. Some people only have a very limited time to play WoW, so I can imagine having some sense of wanting to go fast to get it done as much as possible. Well, sure, but, you know, in group content, I think it's rude to force that on other people who are not there for that, you know? If you got... My opinion on that is if you got such limited time that it's going to negatively impact those around you, then don't play with those around you unless they have the same mindset. It's called a little bit of respect. But, you know, whatever. People be entitled, I guess. Yeah, thankfully it was a couple day thing, but all good now. Good. Glad to hear it. Good. Getting sick is, not fun. Blech. Especially when it involves the digestive system. Blech. If 4 people want to go fast and 1 person wants to go slow, is it rude to force going slow? No, but it is... Like, yes and no. It's rude both ways. If the slow person wants to go slow and the fast person wants to go fast, then they shouldn't play together. It's rude both ways. So, there you go. Play with people who respect each other's time. Or want the same outcome. Which is why pugging is not fun. Because, it's not what you get in that scenario. There we go. Alright. Got those fragments in there. How close are we to finishing that one? That should be pretty close by now. Nerubian. 80 out of 140. Okay. Getting close. Getting close. Oh, the base speed for doing dungeons in a group should be casual in my opinion. If anyone wants to speed run, they should get a pre-made group. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Especially because it's pugs. Like, if you want to go faster than, you know, a normal type speed, that's what pre-mades are for. Agreed. I somehow got into a heroic raid pug yesterday with no heroic boss kills. Nice! The guy who listed it noted it as a chill/earning run and expect a few wipes along the way. But then he left after the first boss, and 2 bosses later I got kicked from the group because I died once on each boss. Wow! But now I have 3 out of 8 heroics, so joke's on them, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess you got something out of it at least. You know. Rip. It's just toxic behavior. The same Exact same behavior that forced the social contract. Yeah, exactly. People just don't respect each other's time, is all. And you can't really have that in a pug setting. If you want to pug, you gotta be willing to do what other people want, because there's not really any other way around that, unfortunately. Vault's gonna be nice for sure. Nice. Awesome. Alright, let's see here. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. Is this switched yet? Yes! Azuna! That means the new quest is up. And it's the Reliquary Calls. Excellent. Okay, I can do this dig, and then I'm actually gonna go over to whatever you call it, Legion. And we're gonna do that. And we're gonna get pristines, because it's now Azuna, so I can finally work on the last 4 pristines I need for Legion, because they're all highborn. And it finally has switched over to highborn, because I believe Azuna is the highborn one, which is gonna be nice. Wanting to go slower than everyone else is just as disrespectful? I suppose. But then that's why you shouldn't pug. If you want to go faster than everyone, or if you want to go slower than everyone, don't pug. If you have a problem with people's speed, don't pug. So, there you go. Get friends who actually respect your time, and you respect theirs, etc. I approach pug groups the way I approach groups in the guild. Try to do what I'm supposed to do, mechanics and whatnot, and otherwise just be a chill human. Exactly. I don't think so, since dungeons are developed to be speedrunning. They're for leveling, quests and such. Yep. Kraken spitting facts today. Exactly. Are not. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, in the context of leveling, yeah, no. Like, seriously. Calm down. But that's the mindset of people nowadays. You gotta go as fast as possible and not just enjoy the game for some reason. I know the feels. Why do you think I don't play with other people anymore besides Canary? Hi, Mikhail. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. I can just run after the group and pew-pew what I can. Then again, I only go into a dungeon when the game makes me. You and me both, Lady Daisy. You and me both. I only go do dungeon when I'm required. And even then, it's when I get around to it. Because I'm awesome. You are awesome, Canary. The only time I would agree with forcing a group to go super slow by comparison is if the group is pushing plus 20 and above keys, where every millisecond actually matters. Yeah, agreed. When you're in keys, the gotta go fast thing, it makes sense, because that's the point of it. But in terms of leveling, that just seems rude. Alright, now we can go to Legion! Yeah! We can finally do some highborn stuff. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Do I need this quest? Let me look real quick. Let me look at my list. Let me look at my list. Let me look at my list. List. Okay. Questy Joe. Reliquary Calls. Which is Starlight Beacon. Okay, so maybe I didn't miss Worth Its Weight. And the list I was looking at is wrong. I thought I had missed Worth Its Weight. Good. Because in a couple weeks from now, since this Just Switch is going to be History of High Mountain, and then after that it'll be Worth Its Weight. So Worth Its Weight will be, let's see, this one, that one, this one, that one. The first week of April. First couple weeks of April. Okay, good. Let me make a note of that. So I don't forget, because I was mad because I thought I missed it. Worth Its late April. Okay. Anyway, where are we at here? Especially if the slower, where are we at here? Aside from that scenario, the slowest player should be the one setting the pace of the dungeon. Yes and no. I only half agree with that, just because if they're like ridiculously slow, then that can be rude. So I half agree in that scenario. Whereas, because it's on the slowest player too to try to keep up with the people leading the dungeon, but it's on the people leading the dungeon to not be so damn fast that the newer or slower people in the group cannot keep up. To me, there's a happy medium. That's why there's give and take on both sides. And you shouldn't be pressuring either side. You find a happy medium pace. The time walking dungeons are less toxic, thankfully. Planning to level a bunch more alts, 60 to 70 this week. Yeah, the time walking has been pretty good. There was, like, they were still gotta go fast when I was doing them, but there wasn't really any, like, super toxicity. There wasn't a couple. That's always unavoidable, but it was, wasn't too bad. It's not been too bad, so that's been good. The vast majority of people want to go fast. Expecting people that sign up to do group content to abide by the norms of that content is just not rude. Yes and no. You can't expect everyone think the same either, Jeff. That's why I was saying there needs to be a happy medium. It's called respect. Respecting both sides of it. Some people will want to go slower, and some people will want to go faster. If you don't want to deal with that, leave the group. So, alright. These stinking highborn spirits are going to be 70. It's so irritating. I'm usually extra nervous in time walking dungeons because more often than not I haven't done them before and I don't know any mechanics. They're usually pretty chill, thankfully. Well, it helps too that the time walking is a lot easier now. It was way overtuned during Shadowlands, and so they're a lot easier now. So it's a lot less stressful, thankfully. What should also be considered, at least when leveling, is that people are still learning their jobs. Yeah, exactly. That too. That's why I was saying there needs to be a happy medium in that context. Because it's on the slow people to learn how to get better and be able to keep up, but it's on the fast people to slow down enough that the slower people can at least keep up. You know? There's respect both ways. What a concept. Someone wanting to go slowish and a +2 and end up with high 20s pushers in their group who get upset at the pace. Yeah, I've seen plenty of that. I so don't miss it. Why do y'all think I don't pug anymore? I just got tired of the disrespect on both sides. Because to a new player, I probably go hella fast. I know Canary can't keep up with me half the time. But to a hardcore Mythic Pluser, I'm slow as dirt. So, you know, they would get upset with me. But whatever. Considering it's only 20 to 25% of the player base that raid/doesn't plus actively, I'd say it's the opposite actually. Most people don't have the speedrun mentality. Yeah, see? Exactly. That's why I think it's a kind of an askewed opinion on like what the quote-unquote mass player base actually wants. Because of the vast actual total player base, all players, not all of them actually raid. Most of them don't. And those are Blizzard's numbers, by the way. I have seen them announce those numbers in the past. So, Zandy is correct on that. Which is interesting. Interesting that it's that small, you know? We just carry ourselves through dungeons. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yes, priest to boot, so I'm just slow in general. Yes. It kind of sucks. Oh well. At least you can do Feather as any spec now, and it's not only like Holy or Disc. I like that Shadow can use the Feather talent now. Definitely handy. As usual, it's the vocal minority that are the loudest. Yeah, sounds about right. I do a ton of time walking and almost every group wants to go as fast as possible. Yep, that's unfortunately normal. But, again, that's still only 20 to 25% of the player base that actually does that. Which is interesting. Actively. You know, every once in a while, folks aren't counted in that. Now, I'm not sure how much you have to do to be considered active, but I don't know. That's Blizzard's numbers. Oh, pug listings for raid are hilarious like that. It's all be 10 out of 8 mythic for a normal half raid clear. Yeah, pretty much. I got really sick of dealing with that back. I mean, I had to deal with that all mop through all of Legion in the early BFA when I officially retired from all that. There it is. I know the feeling. Okay. So, yeah, I think we'll just be doing archaeology here in Azuna for a while because we got 4 pristines to get. And the pristines for Legion don't seem nearly as disgusting as Mop and Wad. They seem to proc a little bit better, so let's hope that's the case. 'Cause that would be nice. It's clearly normal, but is not unfortunate. No, I think it's very unfortunate. Because it stresses people out. I have to disagree on that one. XP waste, they should play OSRS. I only started playing in late BFA and didn't touch a raid at all, nor any keys, until the very end of SL, so I'm very new to that type of content. Well, good luck, and I hope you got thick skin. So for me, it's still a novelty and therefore intriguing. Well, that's good. I unfortunately never liked it. I never wanted to do it in the first place. But the friend I had at the time, and just the general culture, which has not changed, likes to claim that the only endgame, the only viable, allowed, like the only way you can play endgame in MMOs is to do group and competitive content. Period. Raids, PvP, and dungeons. That's endgame, quote unquote. Which, you know, I always disagreed with, but is what it is, I suppose. I'm pretty sure I'm doing endgame content right now. I'm fairly fond of the achievement hunting part of endgame. Same. Achievements, all the collecting. Because collecting seems to be a really huge part of endgame that people really like to not account for some reason. And I'm unsure why, because there's a lot of endgame type content that revolves around collecting. It's actually a huge part of the World of Warcraft. That's why I tell people they're all like, well, what do you do if you don't do raids, Mythic Plus, or PvP? And I'm like, literally everything else. I can play constantly, and I still don't have everything done because there's so much of it to do. So, and I honestly don't level as much as you think I do. I level a lot in terms of like the testing for guides and stuff, but after that, I've usually got my alts up that I want to max level by that point, and then I just shift to the collecting, to the other half of the game. I have 2 mains in WoW. My guild master main is my collector, and the one I do achievements and storylines and all the fun stuff on, and then I have the raiding tune that I do raids and keys on. Yeah, that's exactly how I played too. They were the same character in MOP, but then in WoD, when I wanted to branch out to other classes, I kept my main, as I call him, for exactly that. The collector, the achievements, the questing, the storylines, all that stuff. I call him my workhorse. That's my paladin. And then I would raid on whatever I was raiding on at the time, which was my raiding main. So yeah, I did the same thing. Collecting is not competitive for many that do it. Many let competition. So you can't say many let competition, because if only 20 to 25% of the populace is actually participating in competitive content, that sounds like it's actually the opposite. You know? So there are a lot that do, but it does seem to be the minority, which is interesting. You know the phrase, the silent majority? That's a very true phrase in a lot of things. Oh, I want to offer promotion. Aw, another bot? Come on. You know you're getting popular when you get spam bots. Oh well. Doge hype? Really? You named your place Doge hype? Come on. Doge hype. Wow. Alright, next area. Whoa, promotion! I know, right? You gonna pay me more? I mean... Won't even say what it is? Apparently not. No. For some reason, the perceived only reason to play WoW and other MMOs is to get to endgame to reign. Wow. Let me start over. And raid/run M+. For me, it's kind of the opposite. Getting there is when I can start doing all the other stuff properly. Collecting and all the other casual stuff, but in a very hardcore way. Exactly, Zandia. We are of like minds on that one. That is exactly what I'm after as well. Because to me, like, my definition of endgame is anything you do after you've already hit max level on your first character. Which is kind of what Blizzard considers a veteran player, because that's how you unlock Chromie time, that's how you unlock heirlooms, etc., etc. After your first time to max level, you're free to do whatever you want. Which is kind of nice. But, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that disagree with that. But to me, this is my endgame. There we go. No pristine? Darn. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see, I need the Laceone Charm, Quiet Wine Vial, Pre-War, Hybern Tapestry, and the Nobleman's Letter Opener. Okay. Cool beans. Only need 4 pristines, which honestly is not too bad from Legion. My bots just watch me. There's probably a lot of bots that do just watch me, but that one I guess felt like saying something. I am a GM of a guild that raids Heroic as M+, and we have a lot of casuals. I do not raid or M+, I just heard the cats. I feel that. I was co-GM of a guild for a while. I didn't really enjoy it, but it was a thing. Also, if you look at the amount of achievements that are not raid/M+ focused, you kind of realize how much more there is to this game. Right? There is an insane amount of stuff that isn't competitive, which is very interesting. Blizzard does cater to a lot of that content. It just doesn't feel like it sometimes. I think that this definition is mostly correct, but I have a little difficulty calling leveling alts endgame. I suppose I can see that. I know a lot of people disagree that leveling alts is endgame, but like, to me, it's a type of endgame because it's my competitive, if you will, content. That's my challenge of getting that alt to X level. It just happens to be a solo challenge, if you will. Now, I'm not like super hardcore about it, but in my eyes I'm not, whereas others I'm sure would disagree and say, no, Kraken, you're way too hardcore. Yes. My guild is too small to do a raid anyway, and it's mostly alts of people in other guild/faction. And it's on a new player realm, so it's more meant to be a helpful place for people. Well, that's awesome. Well, that's good. Hopefully that actually stays that way then. I've been in a couple guilds like that over the years, and it was fine for like the first couple months, and then drama went down. So it's like, alright, well that ruined it. So hopefully it stays good. Prestige levels when? Yes. Oh, you mean like leveling with prestige? Or like you want to see my prestige levels? Because I have... What are mine? How do I see that again? Group Finder. PvP. Honor level 165. Super close to 166, apparently. There you go. Paragon leveling. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah. Paragon leveling. It's kind of like doing rep, but with, you know, with alts. You've gotten exalted already, you hit your level 70, and now you do alts. Bam. Some kind of mastery system like Guild Wars 2 would be nice. Yeah. That would be cool. Ugh, I hate that these things are scaled up to me. It's so irritating. Like in Call of Duty, when you hit max level, you reset a bit to get a fancy badge every time you do it. Nice. Unlocking cool perks and stuff. Cool. Like doing a rep grind, but with incremental rewards along the way. Exactly. We left a dead realm in BFA or Shadowlands. Can't remember. We don't actively recruit people, but word of mouth, and our guild name does bring in nice people to play and hang out on Discord with. Awesome. Well, that's good. Ouch, this thing hurts, and I don't appreciate it. There we go. Yeah. Hello, Sedated. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. And hello, TBZ. Yo, you maybe already know this, but GatherMate 2 plus GatherMate 2 data lets you import every archaeology node, let you guess every, very accurately, even if you don't know the dig site. It does indeed, yes, but I honestly like doing it without it. It was too cluttered on my screen. I used to use it, though. Alright, next one. But thank you for the reminder. We also play a lot of other games together, not just WoW. Well, that's cool. That's good. That means you got... They're definitely... I don't want to say better friends, but more like friends then, if you play with them outside of WoW. Outside of a specific game, you know. A little more of camaraderie there, so that's cool. Kraken, it hurts. Gained 3 levels, and I haven't even finished the Ember Ward. Why, Blizz? Why remove threads? I know. I'm sorry, Canary. I told you. I know. I miss Threads of Fate too. It blows. I'm hoping, because Shadowlands is ridiculously buggy and glitchy right now. From quests to graphics to world quests. All kinds of things are messed up in it right now. So I feel like they've just totally put it on the back burner. And I'm hoping, because of that, when they get around to fixing it at some point, that they'll fix Threads of Fate and put it back in. Please. That'd be nice. One day. One day. I love using it with Farm HUD, full screen transparent minimap overlay. Yeah, I used to use Farm HUD too when I did a lot of gathering and stuff. I feel like I did a video on that ages ago. I don't remember, it's been so long. I've been a YouTuber for 4 years now. I can't remember what I have and haven't done, man. Alright, cool. Yeah, thank you. Same, I keep my guild visible in the Finder, but that's about it. I actively recruited like 2 people for it who wanted to play WoW, but that's it. Nice. We even got a D&D group going. Cool! D&D's been on the rise lately, it sounds like. At least in terms of, like, people playing it again. I hear a lot of people talking about it. I know there was some kerfuffles that they had going on with some, I don't know, copyright or something? Something that they could own your stuff or something. I wasn't quite up on it. I don't do any D&D stuff, but it sounds like it's got water under the bridge, I hope. So, because everyone's been talking about it lately. One can hope. Yeah, no kidding. D&D is fun? Yes. It's become easier to play it online, it seems, which is how I play it. Well, that's good. They were trying to remove the OGL. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Never actually played D&D. We just started our second campaign. Awesome. Well, good luck, and hopefully that goes good for ya. Playing D&D in a second language also helps with the RP part for me. Oh, really? Well, that must be interesting, having dual language D&D sessions. Man. If only we could all learn Tolkien's Elvish or whatever. Do a whole D&D campaign in that. Can you imagine? Because I'm already playing a character by speaking a second language. Ah, true. Makes sense. It's kind of like RP. I see it. That's cool. It is not water under the bridge. They were trying to replace the OGL with a super restrictive one that says Wizards owns everything you can make and use without your permission and without giving you any form of compensation. Well, yes, but I mean that it's over. As in, I had heard that it was resolved in a good way, is my point. So, that was what I'd heard from people. There we go. Okay, on to the next one. Yeah, playing it in a second language can create some fun situations. I bet. Like I am right now. English is not my native tongue. Wow. Native tongue. Oh yeah? Well, you probably speak English than a lot of English speakers do. So. Funny how that works. LARPing IRL is fun. So I have heard. I can imagine. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. Alright. There we go. Archaeology for you and me. I'm tempted to go do my dailies and weeklies, but I really do want to work on my archaeology. Especially now that I can work on some more Legion stuff, break it up a little bit. Because boy, let me tell you, I am so tired of MOP. Ugh. Because like, the achievements in MOP are there's just too much. WAD being the second worst for archaeology. Oh yeah, too much. They went overboard on it. I LARP a fully functional adult every day to greater and lesser degree success. Hubby wants attention to BRB in like 10 minutes. All good, Saga. No worries. I feel that. If that's the case, then I also have to LARP being an adult every day, and it kinda sucks. One day I'll do Archie. One day. Well, hopefully all the stuff is still available for you by the time you get to it. Because that's mainly why I'm doing it right now. Good motivation. Because if they revamp it, sometimes things get lost in translation, if you will. And, yeah. I want to get that all done. I'm pretty close. Like, I don't have that much left. It's just the problem is they're really long achievements. They're just gross. Ugh. So, you know. Saga, that's basically what I meant. Ah, yeah. Yow. Why do you have to hurt so much? 4 levels after 1 pet battle quest and 2 treasures in the Banewood, my aching heart. Yep. I know. Ouch. There we go. There we go. Man, Alchemy, you're writing books over there. Sort of. 1D&D will probably not be under the OGL, and after the incident Wizards hired Mouth, Peace went and said a racist comment, and then they probably said they wouldn't be able to convert what I considered one of the best setting in any RPG to 5e. I don't know what any of that means. It would be problematic. The last one they converted, they actually made more racist than the setting's 80s counterpart, but Fantasy Mad Max would be the problematic one. Gotcha. I don't know what any of that is. I don't keep up on D&D lore at all, so can't relate, I'm afraid. You guys ever tell to people in the future that will be reading our posts? I'm flirting with an archaeologist from the 20th century. Gonna bring me back to life. Let's go! That's funny. I did a lot of Archie back in Legion BFA, not since. I did a lot of archaeology like in Mop and Wad, and then a bunch in Legion. I didn't really do much in BFA or Shadowlands as far as archaeology goes. I did a little, but I was really fed up with it because the achievements, like the Pristines ones, especially the Seed of Knowledge one for Pandaria, is just one of the worst. I even looked up on Wowhead to see if like there was any tips or something to like speed it up, or maybe I'm doing something wrong because the luck is just gross. No, it's pretty much all the same comments. So like, yep, good few hundred solves per thingy and still no dice. And I'm like, ah, well, I'm right where in the expected range then. Never mind. Yeah. Like, the rest of archaeology goes really fast. Like, the achievements for the dwarf stuff was really fast, all the troll stuff was fast, the wrath stuff, the BC stuff. It's really just kind of the Mop and Wad that were really painful. The BFA one is alright. I was half done with it just by the time I finished leveling through BFA with archaeology. And the Legion Curator one hasn't been that bad either. So it's really just the Mop and Wad ones that kind of suck. Which is why I'm still hung up on them. OMG, thank God I'm watching your streams, getting inspired by your archaeology, and thought I was done with that keen eye achieve, but decided to check in just in case. Turns out I still need 2 things, and the first one starts tomorrow. Nice! Yay! You're very welcome. Happy to help. Especially for that achievement. I need to finish the keen eye one as well, but I still gotta wait a few months. Because I did just enough of that achievement, the This Side Up version of it, which is the prequel to it. Back in Legion to get the, whatever you call it, artifact skins. And then I just hadn't touched it since, in terms of the achievement itself. But I want to go ahead and finish it, and the Keen Eye is the last version that wants you to complete all of them. So I'm like, you know what? I probably should, so. And you still need a few of those. A soft whisper settles over Asura, ringing the autumn gold leaves and tops of Surmar's distant trees. Oh, hold on. Hello, Beat Chimp. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Glad to have you here. And I hope you enjoy your stay. There we go. Good grief. I hate that those scale up to 70. I thought it was just the imp dudes, but I guess the angry spirits do too. Blah. Oh well. Where are we at here? My sister in Zero, whispers the voice, sounding mysteriously familiar like a singing oracle. Fabulously, only Kraken-like entities perceive this whisper, but when they do, their spirits lift, and for a split second, the universe is peaceful. You're spitting poetry over there, Whittly. Glad to have you here, my brother in Zero. How are you doing? Got 3 hunters to get to DF? Nice. Alchemy, I understand, and it's cringe, to be honest. Yeah, I get the context of it. Like, I definitely get that it's negative. I just don't know what a lot of that means, so I can't really relate too much. But, you know. Never fun when that sort of stuff happens. Everything is problematic if you have enough pearls. I'll see myself out. Pearls. Yeah. TTRPG is the tabletop roleplay game. Ah, that's right. The setting is the world. In MMO terms, Azeroth WoW would be the setting, and Hydaelyn, Final Fantasy, would be another setting. Is that the name of that one? I never actually paid attention. I didn't really get into the Final Fantasy XIV story. It didn't really appeal to me, so I didn't stick around long. I like 12, but, you know, that's not 14. Hold on here. Got another follow. Wow, you guys are active today. Show me your crits. Oh, that's an old one. That's an old one. I like that. Welcome, show me your crits. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh, where are we at here? Except settings follow the same rules rather than being different game systems. Gotcha. Thanks, love your videos on YouTube. Well, thank you, Beats Chimp. I appreciate it, and welcome. Glad to see you here in chat as well. Sniffle says, you can do it. I completed it back in Pandering before I quit playing to raise quids. I don't know. You're raising quids now, apparently. For several years. Now they're old enough to play again, so I kind of have the itch to complete the last free X-Packs I missed. Well, you'll get there. I believe in you. And if you finished it back in Pandaria, then you've got a lot of archaeology left to do, because WAD, MOP, and BFA all have archaeology as well. Lots of archaeology there. Legion archaeology was good. I like this one. BFA is alright. There's not a lot to it. I think they were starting to peter out on their archaeology drive by BFA, because there's not as much of it, which I'm not complaining about, because they went really overboard with MOP and WAD archaeology. So yeah, I just want to finish all of that, and like, you know, if they revamp it in the future and make it better, cool. I'm sure they'll add things too when they do, so, you know, then I'll be on to the new phase. I'm looking forward to it. It's the RP lover in me, couldn't help it. Happy Tuesday, my dearest Kraken Latte. Hope everything is well in your corner of the world. It is going fine. Just focusing on archaeology, really. I mean, and of course the leveling tests for the 1 to 60 guides. I had thought that I wouldn't be able to improve on them significantly, but I came up with a few more ideas last night, so we'll see. I don't know. I won't lie when I can say I don't want to say fizzling out on the leveling guides. I'm just frustrated because of various things I won't bother getting into. So it's been interesting. There we go. Thank you. She always takes a hot second. Just the one this time? Alright. Where we are here. Yeah, it's the name of the Final Fantasy world, 14 world. I thought it was Erosia. Well, I guess they probably have different worlds for every Final Fantasy, don't they? That's probably it. That's partly, I think, why, as much as I do like Final Fantasy, I didn't keep up with it, really, because, like, every number is a totally different world. Or at least, you know, for the most part. And so I was like, alright. And I happen to like contiguous worlds, as opposed to new ones repeatedly. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. Hello, Shadow Sphinx. Shadow Sphinx's crab, yes. Kraken, did you get your ramen the other day? I did. I made my ramen. I put, like, some of that delicious chili crisp in it. I put green onions and cilantro, and I made some chicken, and, fried that up all nice and soft. Kind of like a soft fry, you know, and I did that in the chili crisp as well. Oh, it was delicious. So, I did indeed. Shadow Sphinx redeemed Hydrate, and Show Me Your Crits redeemed Posture Check. Thank you for the Hydrate. Make sure to hydrate, everybody. And Posture Check. Oh, I'm gonna stretch at the same time, just cause. Make sure you're not sitting like a hobgoblin for at least 3 seconds. Rosie is the starting continent. Oh, that's it. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't stick around long enough to actually learn everything, so, you know. My bad. Oh, this way. I'm still working my way through old raids and a few mounts, but it's in the back of my mind, just rattling around. Totally understandable. Yeah, as soon as, like, I'm done with archaeology, like 100%, my next grinds that I want to work on are Torghast and Dungeon and Raid Transmog. So those are my next big ordeals that I want to start, but I'm going to be stubborn and I want to get archaeology done first before I do. So that's my goal. So I want 100% it, and that's just how it's gonna be. No ifs, ands, or buts. Ooh, instant ramen hacks are the best. I don't feel like cooking meals. Right! And yet you end up, like, if you add a whole bunch of stuff, you end up kind of cooking a lot for it. But it's like, I think it's the mentality. You're like, I don't have to cook for this, but I want to. And how lazy or fancy you get is up to you, which is pretty nice. Show me your crits. Hi, glad to have you here. My D&D group are all 14 players. I'm the only WoW player if I remember correctly. That's funny. Sounds about right. Honestly, I think you'd enjoy 14. You just, you know, got to get past the first expansion. Yeah, see, I really don't enjoy it at all. I didn't like it when it came out. I didn't like it when it's reborn. I don't like the graphics. I don't like the visuals. I don't like most of the story that I've seen. I don't like a lot of the content. I really don't. I also don't like the housing system. Can't stand it. So it's just not my vibe. I'm not into JRPGs, so not my thing. Oh, let's see. A lot of people think I would enjoy a lot of things, but like maybe. Like if I was into MMOs, maybe. But ironically, I don't actually like MMOs. WoW is really the only one I play. If I had to play a secondary one, it would be ESO, Elder Scrolls Online. But I haven't played that in since BFA. So, yeah. You know. I hope it's fine. It's not Street for I have a bad day, but I don't want people to know. Sending all the positive vibes just in case. Well, you're slightly on to me, that's for sure, Whittly. It's a little more than a bad day, but again, nothing I really need to be getting into here on this. I almost called it a podcast. I guess it's like a podcast. It's live, kind of. You know what I mean. I'm also interested in Torghast. I only saw about a month of SL, so it wasn't that bad. Nice. I really enjoyed it. I don't particularly care for the scoring system they added later with it, for like flawless runs and stuff, but it's not so bad on that side of it now that it's technically Legacy. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting to that. And Canary's been doing that, so she's been enjoying it. And for those of you that are new here and don't know who Canary is, she's my bestie that I play with on rare occasions. She's a full-time mom and works all the time, so don't expect to see her too much, but let me tell you, if she wasn't either of those things, her and I would be playing together all the time, and this would be the Kraken and Canary show. So, oh well. A giant bag of mixed frozen vegetables is my favorite at the ready side. Nice. Good call, good call. My ramen hacks are just throwing cold cut meat, some green onion, garlic, and such, so very little cooking involved other than boiling some water in the kettle to pour over everything. Nice. Oh yeah, that's the best part about ramen. You can make it so many different ways. So many different ways, which is awesome. If I'm not playing WoW or starting through 14, I'm playing Neverwinter. Neverwinter's another one that I had a friend that used to play it. It looked cool. I never really got into it myself, but it seemed neat. That's part of the D&D universe, isn't it? If I remember right? I don't really remember. She was super hype and used to like tell me about it all the time, but I swear none of it stuck. I respect that, of course, but I'm glad my spidey sense is still working. All my love your way. Aw, well thank you, Whittly. I appreciate it. Got my Jailer's Gauntlet mount. May be happy? Nice. Yes, Neverwinter is a D&D game? D&D thing? Yeah? Okay, good. What little I remember from her ramblings, that was it. And the fact that Neverwinter is a cool sounding, like, name. Kind of like Never Melt Ice, or just something like that. I don't know, something kind of paradoxy sounding. It seems cool. I've played it a fair bit with my husband, as he's not at all interested in WoW. Nice. Understandable. Bro, is Neverwinter still a thing? I used to make absolutely trash maps/worlds when I was a kid. Before I D&D'd, I'd be a boss in it now. It must be if people are still playing it. That's awesome. There we go. Seems like there's multiple people out doing archaeology today, and they were both druids, I think. That's funny. But I guess it is the first day of the new week of Legion, well, a couple weeks of Legion quests, so that's probably why I see people. It is. It's probably changed a lot since you last played it, though. I can imagine. It's been that long. Oh yeah, you're here. Do something, lady. No? You just pass out? Oh, okay, there it goes. Here we go. Where are we going here? I wouldn't know. I've only played it within the last year. Noise. Between 2002 and 2004 is when I last touched it. That's a while ago. That's a while ago. Thank you for the follow, Resobolt. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. There we go. Alright. Well, we don't have any pristines yet, but at least it's a lot faster doing this grind to get restored artifacts than it is doing Mogu/Panda, so. Like, the Manton farm is the absolute fastest, but, you know, it's kind of better for focusing on one thing instead of multiple, honestly. Thank you for the follow, Sniffle. Super appreciate it. Welcome to the fam, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Glad to have you here. Don't lie, Kraken. It was only a fee. Oh, you're funny. Alright. Ding ding. And thank you for the resub and illusion. Super appreciate your continued support, and thanks to you continuing to support me, I can continue to work. So, thank you. Super appreciate it. And you are way too sweet. Thank you. Alright. Green, green. Oh, I can't see what way it's pointing. There we go. The bush is in my way. Oh, not this thing again. Gosh darn it. Oh, turn on. Eh. Eh. These dang spirits are too difficult. Like, it's one thing that they scale to 70, but they have so much stinking health. Oh yeah. Just a squishy druid. Oi. I don't know why they scale up. Agitates me. Agitates me, man. I don't want to do max DPS, I just want to do my archaeology. There. Sheesh. Rude. Alright, back to what I was doing. Here we go. Kraken love face to you as well, an illusion. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I missed it. It's on the rock. Apparently. So that makes sense. Pristine, please. Nope. My plea was not heard. That's okay. Up we go. Alright. Flappy, flappy, flappy. I'm finally going home tomorrow, and I can't wait to play WoW again. It's been a long 3.5 weeks. Yeah, you were gone for a long time. That's impressive, honestly. That's a long time, for sure. Well, don't worry. You haven't missed much. At least in terms of current content. There we go. And that one. There we go. Perfect. Give me that. Just take that. Nope. Alright. I was gonna let you live, but you decided to take the hard path. Poor kitty. Ding ding. Yes. Oh, this is why I usually stand. Sitting with a blanket wrapped around me makes me a little sleepy, but I needed it today. I don't got the energy to stand up right now. Alright. Ding dang. Beautiful. Oh, that's the only kind of pain here is with these that the Legion ones is unfortunately some of them have a lot more higher fragment requirements. So they take longer to fill. It really was, but I got a lot of excuse me, got a lot of work done, more than I expected. I almost finished work on analyzing my research findings, which is probably good. A good 3 or 4 months worth of it. Wow, worth of work if I hadn't done nothing. But these past 3 weeks, got a lot of work done. Nice. Well, hey, that's good. It means you were super productive. Glad to hear it. That is good. That's what I like to see. There we go. Alright, alright. Let's see here. Digging, digging, da -na 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 -na. Silly kitty. Silly little kitty. Alright. Oh man. Could use the yawnage. Like I said, it makes me sleepy over here. And Legion is kind of my comfort expansion as well, if you will. So, you know, I'm relaxed and it makes me sleepy. I guess we're similar in that aspect as well. Indeed. Is Kraken lacking the latte right now? No, I had a coffee. It just... Coffee doesn't really wake me up, actually. I just drink it because it tastes good. I think I'm kind of immune to the caffeine. Oh well. I'm just very low energy today. Kind of one of those days where, like, I debated if I should stream or not, but I was like, I enjoy it. It's not like it takes a lot of energy. You're all fun to talk to. I'll do it anyway. I have no reason to back out of it, you know? Just pretty low energy, but that's okay. Milestone achieved. Fair, yeah. What in the world is that? I don't know. This is kind of a new thing I've noticed Twitch seems to be doing, is like keeping track of milestones for people, I guess. I think it must be new because I've noticed this the past few times I've streamed, and it seems recent. URB watched 3 consecutive streams this month, and sparked a watch streak, apparently. And good morning, Yori. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Wait, what? We have milestones now? Apparently. I don't know. I don't really keep up on Twitch news. I think it's new. It's because I'm a little lurker. Well, I appreciate it. All lurkers are welcome in my stream. No talking required. It's definitely nice to talk to you, but it's not required. Oh, it's only 7 a.m., so I need the coffee first. I feel that. Totally understandable. Where? Let's see. Did I finish this? My chai? I did. Oh well. Alright, I think, even though it's hilarious having all these little buggers fly around me, it's been an hour. Let's take a short break. I need to go to the bathroom. And, yeah. So I will be right back. Alright, I am here. Apologies for the 2.5 breaks. I stuffed my face with some food real quick. So hopefully that peps me up a little bit. Just low energy today, man. I don't know what's up with that, but it happens occasionally, I guess. We're all prone to days like that, I suppose. Have a good night, Shadow Sphinx, and see you later, Widdly Wee. I know you're both probably already gone by now, but on the off chance that you hear it or watch the VOD, you will both be missed. But yes, I indeed fed my brain. I had some leftover noodle bowl stuff on the stove, so I threw that all together. Some chicken and Szechuan crisp and a bunch of basil and green green onion and cilantro. So it's like, you know, half greens because I just put a fistful of each in there. Very good. It's delicious. Oh, just a suggestion, you can make different times of different lengths so we have a better idea of how long break you will actually take, like 5, 10, 15, 20 minute timer. The minute is completely adjustable. I can adjust it based on when, but it's not planned. I mean, 10 minutes is my normal. I almost always do between 5 and 10 minutes. It varies. It just depends on how long it takes me to get the coffee made. If I do a coffee, depends on how long it takes me to go to the bathroom. I mean, I can't exactly predict it. But it is adjustable. I usually just leave it at 10 because I almost never go over like 6 minutes. It's pretty rare when I do. I'm just very, very low energy today, so I was like, alright, if I'm like nodding while I'm going to the bathroom, then I need something to eat, so I got some foods. Apologies. It shouldn't happen too much, hopefully. What crisp? The chili oil crisp. It's delicious. It's basically chili oil that has, you know, all the seeds and stuff in it like normal, but it's a little smoky because it's been like cooked to a crisp, so it's a little more syrupy. It's really good. Really, really good. And it's Szechuan flavored. Is that one? Is it from Trader Joe's? No, this one I got from Grocery Outlet. I don't know if you have any of those where you're at, but that's where I got it from. It's like Jin's Crisp or something. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember the brand. It's really good though. There we go. We had a Wi-Fi had a bit of a hiccup and then my computer wanted an update. Gotcha. Just arrived on the back of a Void Talon. Nice. Congrats. The Void Talon is awesome. Oh, no, we don't have those, but I've heard of such a thing. Going to check it out. Yeah, I just got into it myself, like literally a few days ago. Went to the store, saw it, and picked it up because it looked good. Because I like chili oil. I love that in, you know, in my various Asian cuisines. And just kind of seeing like a more, I guess it's kind of like a reduction because it's a little thicker in a way, but I don't know, it's delicious. I think it's technically just called chili crisp, but it's not crispy. It's still chili oil, but everything that, you know, all the chunky pieces that are usually in chili oil, it's been crisped, I think. What's this down mood? I have no idea. I'm not sure. Alright, let's see here. It is time for taking this thing out again, because they are scaling to 70 for some reason, and man, do I hate it. Come on. There we go. There we go. Almost. Do you gotta hurt so much? There. Nice. Okay. On to the next one. No pristines, still. Huh. It's being stubborn today, but that's alright. That's okay. Alright, let's see here. Where are we headed? All the way over here? Oh, must be down around the Falcosaur area. I see. I see. Alright. Dig site. Perfect. Yep. Neat. These are going to be some soggy relics, that's for sure. I don't know if digging in this type of area is very conducive to archaeology, but hey, I'll take it. Whatever gets me my pristines, I'll take it. Ding ding. I hope I get at least one pristine today. One of those, no progress type days, I suppose. But we still got an hour to go, so we will see, how this goes. There we go. Silly little blood gazers. They're so cute, though. I love that they added these feathered raptor type creatures. It's cute. Little fuzzy falcosaurs. There we go. Highborn archaeology for you and me. Hello, Goose Comet. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. As you can see, it is yet another archaeology day. It's supposed to be reset day, but I needed to get this archaeology done, so. Hey! As my voice cracks. So excited, my voice gave out. We got a pristine. Yay! So we got 1 of 4 pristines that we need. Perfect. That is beautiful. Beautiful. My apologies. Hopefully my voice doesn't give out too much. That's usually why I don't eat during the breaks on my streams, because whenever I eat, doesn't matter what it is, my voice likes to give out. But I felt like I needed a little bit of food today. Just one of those days, so you know. Do you have one dedicated archaeologist, or do you spread the achievements out on several tunes? I have one dedicated archaeologist. That is this one right here. I do level with archaeology across various characters, because it's a good way to do that. And if you haven't seen my video on it, I have a video all about how to level with archaeology. Because it's a multi-farm. For example, like, you could do... what do you call it? Like the Karaji battle tank. The Mantid farm and all that is really good for targeted archaeology stuff. So the achievements are all in one character, but getting like the items and things, the collectibles, I spread that a little bit. Bits and Pieces, new arc for Legion, need to knock that out. Yeah, Bits and Pieces was last week. If you are EU, it's changing this week. If reset day hasn't come yet for you, because it just changed to it's not showing me now. Did I pick it up? I don't think I did, but it's the next one. The Reliquary Calls or something. So you might want to knock that out today if you haven't done that yet, because it'll switch. Been leveling Arc 60-70 on my mage, nice and chill, just how I like it. Yep, it's been really nice. Wow, it still says it's still Bits and Pieces. Well, it just changed today, so maybe they haven't updated it. I don't know. But it's the Reliquary Calls right now for NA servers, at least. So I did the bits and pieces one yesterday, actually. That sounds like a nice way to chill, a chill way to level. It really is, and it's a good way to, like... Well, here, let me show you. Bad timing. ARCHAEOLOGY. There is my compilation on it that goes over various things for that. So definitely give that a look if you haven't. Talk about all kinds of stuff in archaeology in that compilation, and how to level is one of them. How to level with it. Which is pretty great. I'm currently running around trying to get some white/gray mogs as I'm slowly leveling a mod collector. Nice! That's always fun. Ugh, why do these things hurt so bad? Why do I have to be so squishy? Darn druids. I don't have this problem with, like, almost any other class. Except for rogue. Squishy rogue. Okay. Well, we got one pristine at least, so that's good. So it's not a progressless day, so that's good. No? Okay, darn. I was hoping that one would, Oh, I already have the Quiet Vine file, that's right. That's the one I already got. Never mind. I should roll a Archaeologist/Loremaster tune on my NA account and just work my way through the Loremaster achieved there. EU main, NA's been neglected a bit. Aw, man. I couldn't imagine trying to play on both. Just because, like, it's literally like starting over. I would probably quit if I had to start over. But I don't like starting over. I'm very much a person that's like, if I have to do all the work that I've done the past, now 10 years over again, I'm not gonna. That's just a big no from me. That's how I am with herbing and mining. It's not profitable much anymore, but sometimes I just want to turn my brain off and fly around and gather. It's relaxing to me. Exactly.